get the labels printed, like you can order the labels like from pirateship.com or something, and then you can print them out, and then you can put them on your packages, and then you just go on the USPS website and go, hey, please come get these.
There you go.
Well, hello, and what do I say normally? I'm so not used to this anymore. Hey, True Believers, England team here. We're back. Okay, we're back to our cover rankings. You guys know I was sick over the last week, and even now, if I talk too much, I start coughing. But I think we're gonna be okay tonight. We were just talking about and addressing something. I've got a lot of books that people have ordered, and it's been from the auction. It's been for some, it's been a couple of weeks. Christmas jumped in, and then we had an auction, and I said, "Don't worry, I'm going to get them out on Monday because I'm never sick. Like I don't get sick. I just don't. I wash my hands constantly." And I thought, it's going to be a day or two. I'll be up and running. Boom. That shit laid me out. So I was in no shape to go anywhere. And now I am. So I'm going to get the books out. And then we get stormy weather. Well, but I'm going to do my first driving in snow. So we'll find out. But I'm going to get everybody's books out this week. Just give you a heads up. So there you are. I've been getting some, hey, where are my book messages? As a matter of fact, Jay just sent me send me my books, mother. Papa Cap in your ass. I thought that was weird. He would talk that way, but yeah, there you go. All right. Tonight we are doing Herbie the Fat Fury. That's the covers we're ranking because that is RDV's kind of favorite. And I can't help but notice we're doing these covers, and yet something is missing from the panel. I can't quite put my finger on it. Yeah. Is
it funny that he's getting something to eat?
It is funny. It's very funny, actually. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Hello to Ethereal, One Slick, Jay, Michael Taylor's in the house. Yeah. I thank you guys for pointing out that I had the thing scheduled for tomorrow. That being said, for tomorrow, bracket fights, anybody? Because this is the very last episode of season 8.
Oh, wow, already.
Originally, it was going to be Jingle Bell for the Christmas, but of course, once again, sick, so it got kind of pushed out. And this joins the first 4 or first 3 comic books we ranked this season as being a not Christmas thing. Otherwise, I'll tell you what, straight up tonight, we are going to be deciding what comic book we are putting up against the Colonel in round 1. If you remember, the very first comic book ranking we had in season 8 was Green Lantern and KFC. And that's what I think. This is actually when I was putting everything together, I realized this is actually very appropriate for us trying to figure out who's going to go up against Green Lantern and the Colonel Sanders. So there we go. Jay is saying hello to Melissa and Amy.
Hello.
And apparently
Hey, girl, ahoy.
Yeah. I guess the guys on the panel just can go suck it. All right. So anyway, let's get this thing going. I think I want to wait for him, but we're already 15 minutes late.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. He could do some retro grade if he needs. I need a.
Yeah, we're trying to impersonate VENKMAN, but he kind of talks fast, you know. It's kind of like,
hello guys, I talk really fast, you know.
I don't know.
Okay, if you can't do the actual voice, try for the pattern. And okay, so what you want to do? So what you want to do is you want to go fast, you want to be confident, and then you realize, okay, maybe telling a joke, and then you just. I'm telling you, that's VENKMAN. Listen to anything. He's like, yeah, we're going to, and then he'll tell a joke, and if it lands or not, he'll go, yeah, okay, we're gonna do it. Here's a joke in a minute.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. It's kind of funny. Like,
All right, who do we have here? Let me get this thing shared out. Where's my tier list? Here it is. Okay, bring that down. All right, and I'll share it here. Alrighty, and that should be behind us then, right? Is everything going? Alrighty. Herbie, he's on his way home. Alrighty. Let's see. What do we got in the thing? We have Melissa and Amy, then Eric, MK, and you know what? We'll take probably and hopefully by the time we get past round 1, RDV will be here. Go for 1. Alrighty. The question is, what is from where? Yeah. All right. Yep. This is the we're going to start on number 1. This is cover number 1, and Melissa and Amy, you got it. So there you go. What do you think?
What? Make way for Factory Herbie. What do you mean impossible? That's Herbie. What? Who is this?
Okay, Herbie the Fat Fury is a guy. I actually have the description in the description of this thing. It's he gets his superpowers from his lollipops.
Oh, superpowered lollipops. Well, that's kind of cool.
And apparently he's either has time traveling lollipops or he's like immortal.
He has lollipops that can do anything. And
really?
He's got a whole chest of them, whatever the situation calls for. Yeah, because he's gone back in time, and Cleopatra's tried to seduce him, and yeah, here he is at I guess Valley Forge. Yeah, and his dad is oblivious to it and thinks he's just a layabout, calls him his fat nothing of a son.
Oh,
and that's one of the gags. Is I said, yep, even in stories where he saves his dad has no idea. And his grandfather looks just like Herbie, but the dad looks totally normal.
Oh, how strange. Well, do you think
yes, it is.
How is it that Venkman has not had you guys read Herbie?
That's a good question.
No, it seems like that's pretty interesting.
Venkman, I'm calling for it. It's not in my channel. I don't do the readings with you guys because of religious reasons, but this should be the year of Herbie.
Herbie doesn't speak much, though.
No, I guess he's too busy with eating all the lollipops.
He's very, very minimal.
Does other people speak?
Yeah.
So it should be a shorter reading. At least once a month, you guys should be doing a Herbie. There's what, 12, 15, 25, 35 issues of this or whatever?
23.
Okay, so there's 23 of the first one. Then, of course, you've got his 6 appearances in Forbidden Worlds. Then he had a 6-issue miniseries and a 2-issue miniseries. Literally, you only have 57 issues. 1 a week is what I'm calling for. Just saying. Or, of course, you're going to have to double up a couple of times.
Well, I mean, it's certainly interesting to look at.
Oh, there's enough roles to go around. But, yeah, I said it's if you're voicing Herbie, you don't have much to do.
That's true.
Because he's big. He's a fat nothing.
Well, he's a quiet fellow.
What's that like to have your dad call you that and to just look down on you and disrespect Daddy?
So sad.
All right, so now you have a little context, ladies. So
yeah, okay, all right. So this is interesting.
I kind of like how he's kind of walking through the air like Howl from Howl's Moving Castle.
Yep. I'm like, it doesn't make hardly any sense, but it does seem very interesting. And the crossing the Delaware boat, that's actually a really good drawing.
That is.
And honestly, it's a good gate on Herbie too. So yeah, this is a cool drawing. I would, I mean, it's not the kind of thing I would normally look for, but it is really interesting, and I would say it's well done.
Yeah.
And this kind of like bright colors, I think, was pretty popular at the time. So yeah, I would give this it's got George Washington on it. I'll give it a 10.
Yeah.
An American flag. Yep, 10.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Eric? It sounded like you were agreeing with her, Melissa.
I was agreeing with her, yeah. I don't have any reason to deduct points.
Eric?
I'm gonna guess this is Ogden Whitney on the art, and he was a very, very good artist. He did a lot of westerns over the years. He basically drew half of the line at AGC. And who am I to go against Mr. Whitney? So this is indeed a 10.
It's a great drawing. Thank you for the synopsis, though. It was like, what am I?
All righty, MK, what do you say about Herbie #1?
Yeah. So he's like a excuse me. Yeah, that's ice cream, right? Oh no, it's a lollipop. I'm sorry.
A lollipop.
Lollipop. Yeah.
It's a lollipop.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I like it.
Lollipop.
Yeah, it's yeah, I'll go 10. That's cool. I like how the R. I'm noticing the R in the Herbie. It's like his body.
Yeah.
or unless he's hiding behind the R. But yeah, that's kind of cool how they did that. Yeah, and the water's green, so that's interesting. So I'll go 10.
All right, we got a 10 from MK. Let's see, he is floating in the air. It almost looks like his 1 foot is a shadow, though. I'm wondering, who is it he's leaving behind? Are they actually being chased? And those guys just have to fend for himself, because you notice a boat in the background. And the green water is kind of strange, especially considering the icebergs and such. I do dig the fact that they've got the people pushing them aside. It's a lot of fun at the very least. I'm giving this a 9. I like this. This is awesome. Awesome first cover. Not first appearance. And there are some that I did not include here from Adventure Comics, but that might be later. Alrighty.
Was this like a serious
Well,
book?
it's a good thing you didn't include Adventure Comics, since he wasn't in any of those.
Adventures of the Unknown.
He was in some of those.
Yeah, there you go. Ah, gosh, I don't know why I do the things I do, Eric.
You're okay.
Ah.
You're getting over a cold.
No, I do this all the time. It's okay.
You just set them up for me. Oh, I appreciate that.
All right, so RDV is giving it a 10, Jay's an 8, and Ethereal is a 7. So we've got a 7, an 8, and a 10. And then we have, he looks fat. Not sure about the Fury, though, says Rhaegar. Remember, it's Fury, not Furry. And then we have a 10 from One Slick and an 8 from Ice Tops. How you doing, Ice Tops? All righty. Let's see, descriptions in the description. Comic book Inception. Exactly. I like to subvert everyone's expectations by not subverting any expectations.
There you go. That's the
we
best
have
way.
Michael Taylor saying 9 and Joe saying 8 and Dark Admiral is saying 9 and Rhaegar says 8, you copycats. All right, 2 8s and 2 9s. 1 2 and 1 2. All kid doc is, ladies and gentlemen, Herbie the Tugboat. I guess that's the new Disney movie starring Lindsay Lohan. And that is, we got Cheeseburger and Comics not liking this and saying it's only a 4.
You know, I would think someone with food in his username would appreciate a Herbie cover.
I know, right? You know what I have to say about it, though?
Not
Every party has a pooper. That's where we invited you, Cheeseburger and Comics.
Kind of hoping you're still too sick to sing.
No, I am actually feeling better here, sir. Sorry. I was thinking about going full bronchial.
Use those pipes to read Maranyas.
Okay. Herbie #1. Herbie is there at Valley Forge. Why not? This is Golden Age goofiness. Silver Age silliness. Epitomize this score is a 10 for the wackiness, and Jackson says 8. All righty. Cheeseburgers and Comics says, I'm not fat. Dude, don't sell yourself short. You will get there someday. Just saying. Okay? It is. We're rooting for you. And that's the most important thing.
Especially if you sit around doing this every night.
Exactly. Yeah. If you find yourself doing this every night, it does help. Yeah. All right. And let's get that stop. Remember, late bids votes are counted. And let's see where we land. We had 1-4 taking out one of those 6 10s. 1-7, and now they're down to only 4 10s. 5 8s take out 4 10s. One of the 3 9s, leaving 2 9s left, and boom, that is where we stand. Alrighty, going to. Oh, and I get these off of Comic Vine, so all you got to do is type in Herbie the Fat Fury, and you can get a little heads up on the 12. We're doing the first 12 tonight. All right, and here is the man himself. And how would you rank this cover, sir?
He's
You
not
gave-
sure.
He gave it a 10 in the
Oh,
chat.
I did count his. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, well, we go to number 2, and it is Eric's turn.
Oh,
Let me put the
no.
go for 2 here.
Wow, I've never seen this cover. This is awesome.
Why do you want to shoot Herbie?
They probably caught him in the midst of doing a good deed, but mistook him for something nefarious. And so the Irish police are going, but Gora, come with me, a little fat nothing.
I'm a cheeseburger.
10.
All righty. And how about you, MK?
Yeah, it's just, I think it's just funny. You know, how he's just casually walking through the newspaper there. And they're like, okay, next. Like, yeah, pretty cool. I'll go 10. I like it.
All righty. And Artava, what's up?
You actually have to ask. I'm insulted. 10.
All righty. And Amy and Melissa, what do you see?
This is really neat. He doesn't seem particularly concerned about any of it. So
He will.
kind of-
You're not going to see a lot of
Well,
grimacing on this.
So here's the thing. He has a lollipop in his hand, so he probably does. He knows something else that they don't know.
Probably. So he's just going along to, try and keep the peace and solve whatever it is they're up to. This is really cool. I would give it a 10.
I also a 10. This is terrific.
Mm-hmm.
The concept of this page is really good. We've seen breakouts, and you know what? That's a concept I want to try too. Breakout comic covers where
Okay.
we see them escaping something. And in this case, the only thing I would have liked is if you saw the cops in the background were actually a part of the comic, like if they drew it with panels and such like that. And so or the newspaper or whatever, because in this case, of course, you got 2 comics inside whatever periodical this is, and 2 cops outside as he's walking outside of the periodical. So, yeah, I just think the concept of this cover is just really sharp. It's done very well. I do agree with you guys. I think this one's a 10, just based on the concept alone. Alrighty, and there we go. Let's see, 1, 2, and then Amy and there you go. Okay, so we leave unanimous on the 10s from the panel to Jay giving it a 10, One Slick giving it a 10, Ethereal an 8, Dark Admiral a 10, Cheeseburger says I like it, give it a 7, Jackson gives it a 10, and then we've got a 9 from Rhaegar. So we've got a 7, 8, 9, 4 10s. Alrighty. A 7, an 8, a 9, and 1, 2, 3, 4 10s. And let's go to Joe. How you doing? Saying 10, cool cover. I stops is saying 10. Michael's giving it a 9. So we got a 9, 2 10s. Next up, we stop at Maranya, and she says, Herbie, number 2, Herbie's bursting out of the newspaper. Irish police mistake Herbie for that masked man as Spider-Man. Well-rendered, silly, amusing, score a mystery 10. All righty. Oh, hey, Melissa and Amy. Happy New Year, Melissa. I already wished it to Amy the other night.
Aw, thank you, Jackson.
Notice they never say the same things to the male members of this panel. Just pointing
They
that
did
out.
only on our channel. They do.
You flirts. Cool art design with Herbie's body being the R, says Michael Taylor. All righty. Let me see what. Oh, you know what? We got 1, 7, 1, 8, 2 9s, and 13-10. So guess where this one's landing, ladies and gentlemen? We have our first 10 of the night. Will it be the only? That is the question. Which the answer to that would be not if RDV has anything to say about it.
I'll just say this, guys. The quick way to aim his heart is forest fires.
No, don't forest fires.
Alrighty, so let's see. Let's
It
go.
burns like forest fires.
Mystery. This is
All
really
right.
good drawings.
Got to go for 3 here, and we're going to start this time with MK. There you go, issue number 3. And once again, guys, I do get these from Comic Vine. And if you guys want to pop on over to get a preview of what's coming up, help you assess the stuff. So,
Okay, I don't know why that ship or whatever. What is that? It kind of reminds me of.
It's a building.
Oh, it's a tower. Okay.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell what it was. It reminds me of I don't know, something from like a video game, like a boss or something. Donkey Kong Country, like one of the bosses. They had these weird faces. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'll give this. I got to give this a 10. I mean, it's like those two guys like hanging out for dear life, and he's just casually looks like he's walking on air, like you know. Like, doesn't have to worry in the world, you know.
But believe it or not, he's walking on air.
He is walking on air, right? Because I'm looking on what is he standing on, you know. Yeah, I'll go 10. It's just hilarious, you know.
I don't know exactly what he's thinking, but he's probably thinking he could never feel so free. That's me. Alrighty, how about you, RDV?
Well, I love this because we get twice the Herbie on one cover. Herbie stealing the R.
Yep.
He was on the first 2 in the R too.
Was he? I was.
Yep.
Yeah, I was. This is the second one, isn't it?
This is
No,
the third.
we're on a third one. Yeah. Good.
Yeah, this is issue 3.
I was driving, and that's why. Okay, we're on a third.
Oh, okay.
No, I like this though. I'm guessing that's not his dad. Because the guy's saying, because the guy calls him by first name though, which is kind of weird. But then again, though, I kind of see what MK is saying. It kind of looks like it's actually what looks in the line with Dr. Robotnik, something you'd have, like an egg-shaped like robot trying to attack him. But yeah, this is downright silly. I love his stupid haircut on Herbie. Every time I see Doc Ock is just trying to steal his game. It won't work. But yeah, I'm going 10. This is fun.
Alrighty. And Amy and Melissa.
I can't get over how well done these drawings are.
Dude,
I mean,
like Carl Barks.
oh yeah, right? These are just really great illustrations, and they're bizarre in a way, but darn it, they work, and that's really cool. I'll give it a 10. That's just really something.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
Although that's amazing.
Mhm.
I'm giving it a 10 too. This was nice
Okey-dokey.
to do.
And Eric.
Oh, this is one of the Herbies I picked up at the show I went to last month.
Really?
I had plenty of time to study it. So this is a 10.
Nice.
Alrighty. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Cool. I don't know if I'm feeling that. Every party has a pooper. That's what we okay. I mean, it's good.
Mhm.
I guess it took me a little bit to realize that we are looking down on a city and not a tower and a whole.
City.
I deserved that. I think I'm gonna give this one an 8. All right, going to the chat, and we've got a 10 from Ethereal, a 10 from Michael. Very cool cover, detail and perspective. One Slick says 10, great perspective, and the colors pop. Joe gives it a 10 even. So that's 4 10s from them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we have Rhaegar 8, and not so good. Give it a 3, says cheeseburgers. All righty. And 6, 4, and
What more do you
3.
want from a fat kid on a cover?
Exactly. Let's see. This one is one mute. This is on mute until the Golden Globes watch along ends. Wait, what? Ice Tops gives it a 7. And Herbie number 3, improbable situation, well rendered radio tower with guys in peril. Eric needs to read Herbie's line as Truman. Score a Lollipop Guild 10. And then we have a 10 from Dark Admiral and Jay Lucian. And Jackson gives it a 10 as well. Why is Herbie threatening the two guys? That would be a good thing to find out. I guess you got to read the book. All right, let's see what else. Lions put it away. I do enjoy how my Bucks have performed in the last couple of games. If you have a late vote, plop that right on in. Okay, for a little bit I was kind of worried, but no. All right, so we got 1-3 taking out one of those 12 10s. Then we got 1-7 trying out. Now we only got 10 10s, but those 2 8s don't do shit. So we're going to have this as one of the 10s as well. All right,
Cheeseburger. This is perfection. You just can't see it.
Yeah. Well, you know, hey, like I said, we rank them however we care for them, you know. Alrighty. And let's see. That is that was number 3. So
would you say this is cinema?
Say again?
It's cooking.
Okay, and this is number 4. So we will start with RDV, and here you go, sir. You get the Western.
I'm always amazed they can find clothes for this guy.
Wow.
The big fat mess in OK Corral. Professor Flipdome Screwy Machine.
Fat Rider.
How? Draw Consayer and you. Herbie. Yeah. His gun is. I love how his gun's the holster. It's like on the ground. It's just so short.
His movie was called Rio Lardo.
I love this. This is so great. This is Ted. This is like Cartman just drawing on somebody's over.
Is that my latte?
So what do you rank it there, RDB?
10.
Okay. I don't think you're going to veer off of that very much this time around.
I don't think I will either.
Melissa and Amy, what do you think? What do you see here?
These are consistently good drawings, I must say.
Okay.
Well, he doesn't have a lollipop, so is he in trouble now? I wonder. Maybe he does have one, but
He's
he's
holding
like
it in his mouth right now.
Yeah, like a cigarette or something like that. So, but you can't see it from here. So, if he's got a lollipop, I guess he's okay. I'd like to see more with like the environmental stuff because this artist is so freaking good.
Yeah.
But the layout on this is really cool, and their use of perspective and just kind of the way they have the figures of varying heights relative to the perspective lines is very well done. Yeah, it's minimal but done really well, and it does have a bright pink background, so I have to give it points for that. I will give it a 9.
All righty. And Melissa.
I'm just really, really impressed with the technical aptitude of this artist.
Mm-hmm.
Just it's line art with minimal shading, but like the fabric folds, the way everything wraps around the figure, the dimensionality. Just look at those hands on the little chubby guy. It's like he's a goofy character, but a great deal of skill and care is poured into this illustration. I'm just really impressed by it. I'm going to give it a 10.
All righty. And how about you, Eric?
Yeah, it's one thing about AGC Comics is the everything about it was sound. I mean, like I said, the artists were well trained. We had John Buscema, did work for them. Chick Stone, some other people who you would recognize the names possibly. This is definitely a 10. I mean, this is just really, really good.
Okay, MK, what do you say?
Yeah, this is yeah, it's funny when Beckman mentioned it looks like Cartman. You know, that's the first two things I think of. I think of like Cartman versus Sam Elliott in like you know, a showdown here. Yeah, pretty cool cover. Very pink sky, the sun, and yeah, I like his pants look a bit too big. But yeah, it's fun. I'll go 10 here. You know.
Alrighty. This one is not. Oh, did I get everybody? Okay. 1, 2. All right. This one is not my favorite. I was thinking 7 because it's just not popping for me. But then I see the holster dragging on the ground, and I'm okay. That's good for not just 1 but 2 points. So yeah, I'll give this one a 9 just for the holster gag. It really grabbed me. All righty, let's see. I'm going to the chapel. Jay says 10. Michael says 8 and 10 from One Slick saying this is hilarious. All right, Detroit Lions 1. Let's see. Do Rio Lardo? Oh, thank you. Yes, fat jokes are my fort. Dark Admiral says 10. And then we have 9, and not a fan of the pink skies, says Jackson. So we've got an 8, a 9, and 3 10s. 4 10s counting Joe's. Okay, an 8, a 9, and 4 10s.
Feels like a pixel nitpick there. I don't like the pink sky. Deducted. That one night Pixel just was finding anything he could just to take a point off.
Let's see. 9, you can hear the ground screaming underneath them as he walks with each step, says Rhaegar. And then Ice Top says 10, Maranya. Herbie number 4. Herbie is channeling Irving, the 142nd fastest gun in the West. That's a song, isn't it? Irving. Okay.
On the floor.
Yeah, I remember that being the 142nd fastest gun in the West. What the hell? I do remember. That's a song, right? Another improbable situation. Great detail, set the scene, and humor. Score a showdown 10. So we got, let's see, that would be a 9, a 10, and another 10. Okay, so let me get those.
I just love it because it's they're doing the OK Corral thing.
Mm-hmm.
Even Real Ghostbusters did an OK Corral thing.
Ethereal says 7. Cheeseburger says 7. Raise mine to a 9, says Michael Taylor. All righty. Take from the 8 on that one. So
that's you.
There we go. All righty. And that leaves us with 4 9s and 11 10s. I did not think that Herbie was going to be that popular with anybody outside the panel. There you go. I think this is a sign there, RDV. This is the year of Herbie. Just saying.
There you go.
You gotta add him to your reading list.
You know what you should have done? You should have threw people off. Had like the love bug on there on the cover.
Right, yeah. Let's see. Herbie skipped arm and leg day, but he sure did not skip breakfast. Well, you got to work on your abs also, and I hear that eating a lot of ice cream and cake makes it big.
MK, you blowing your nose?
You
Oh, sorry. No, I'm actually just. No, I'm good. I'm just clearing my throat. That's all.
We can hear you a little while.
Oh, really? I'm in the next room. Sorry about that.
All righty, and this is go for 5. And I get to start us on this one, and there's no way I'm not giving this one a 10. What is that? A look of fear on the Cobra's face there. It's like, what? Be honest. I mean, that is just weird. Get your splints now. Herbie will fracture you.
What?
I have no idea what that means. Get your splints now. Herbie will fracture you.
You'll fall over laughing, I guess, or you hurt your sides.
Maybe that's what they're going for. Yeah. Yeah, come on. This is just a lot of fun. You know what? This is very much like a Dell comic cover, except for it's line drawn, not painted.
Right.
You know, and I think it works. Yeah. This time I'm thinking this silly ass
Mm-hmm.
cover is a 10. Amy and Melissa, what do you think?
I think I would give it a 10 just for the look on that little snake's face. He's
I know.
like, look at him.
That's precious.
He's really cute.
I really like the officer in the back. Just the pose. I mean, that's the technical difficulty, that the foreshortening and the physical body language. That's how strong that is. The really
That could have fallen south so
easy. Yeah, this was not easy to do, and he nailed it. I'm just impressed with technical drawing of that ability. I just love the expression on his face. It's very endearing. I just really love looking at this art. I think I'd give it a 10.
Alrighty. So I went to look for something for maybe putting a poll up, and I just saw a thing called comics and comics and football.
Comics and football? Okay.
Yeah.
Was Herbie in it?
No, it's just weird because the
YouTube channel
sports
called
ball and the sports ball and comics thing.
So somebody created a channel called Football and Comics.
See, I'm paranoid and I believe everybody steals my ideas. So there you go.
Well, no. We just make you think it's your idea. Well,
Maybe that's it. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. What
Have
y'all
you seen
give
my
it,
channel?
Amy and
It
Melissa?
says, yeah, RDV loves comics.
Yeah, I know. I thought that was kind of weird, but I know you got it on your own after being here for.
I did. You know what? One
7
day I
years.
see. You know what? I love comics, so I'm gonna create a channel called that.
I know, right? Yeah. All right. So, what did y'all score, Melissa? Name
10.
10.
Okey-dokey.
little snake.
And how about you, Eric?
At first glance, I thought this was going to be the one to break the streak. But then the look on the snake's face was pointed out to me. And even though Herbie's left leg looks like, like the leg of a Christmas turkey, it's not enough to deduct any points. So I'm going to keep the 10 train rolling.
All righty. And MK.
I'll go 10 too. The snake looks genuinely scared or shocked. I'm not sure, but the other guy with the mustache looks puzzled. Yeah, I'll go 10. It's just funny, funny cover.
They're fun.
All right. And RDV.
So I figured out. It took me a while to figure out what the cover is. What's going on here? He's playing the notes off key or an off filter. So the snake he's freaking out like, dude, play a better song. And that's why the guy's confused too. Why he's doing that? That's my understanding of what's going on in the cover.
So the snake's a critic. Oh, so everybody's a critic.
Yeah, the snake is like bad music. Because the notes they're all over the place, don't they? I'm assuming that's why the notes are like that. Because they're all over the place. Because he doesn't know what can't play a perfect song. And you're right. There is no lollipop in this. Which is kind of weird. The only lollipop is over where is on the top where Herbie in the R. Yeah, I'm gonna go 10 though. I like this. This is really cool. Because the snake reminds me of basically like Beast Boy.
Alrighty. And let's get to the chat then. All right. We are really, this is a 10 fest. I did not expect this one to be a 10 fest.
Will
Jay
Herbie win the bracket?
Say again?
Will Herbie win the bracket?
There's a lot of great covers now. The one thing I'm wondering about is that we're going to be about 2 weeks away from Christmas. So will we not have the Christmas spirit to vote for some of those covers? Jay gives us an 8, Ethereal a 10. Got to give it a 10 for Herbie in a diaper, says One Slick. And then Joe gives it an 8, and Jackson and Michael give it 10s. So that is 2 8s and 3 10s.
Can I ask you about the poll? What do you mean by frame covers?
Have you ever seen it might be a bullet hole and there's the hero, or like they'll hold a noose and you see the hero through that? So it's like
the Herbie cover we just had, the newspaper?
Yeah. I would count that as kind of a breakout, sort of.
Okay,
break
so that's
the fourth wall. But yeah, that one would work because it's framing Herbie.
Because I thought maybe frame covers were talking about the 4 boxes. They'd have like a preview of this. I thought maybe doing that.
Yeah. What I don't know what I would otherwise call it. If something is, it's almost like there's got to be a circle or something focusing on the character. Like you might see the one with Captain America, or the one where Deadshot's got Captain America, and you see it in this
Infinity covers.
Yeah, where it looks like the hero's holding something that's holding the hero.
Oh, okay. So that's okay.
Where the image just goes on forever.
All right.
I guess I wanted to do a concept kind of thing, and that's why I put them up. Black and white covers are where the only that's pretty obvious.
25th anniversary Marvels with all the heads are on both sides of covers.
Say again.
That's what Marany's saying. 25th anniversary Marvels with all the heads on both sides of the cover. That's what
I know that. You know what? I'm regretting using the word frame because that would fit, but that's not what I'm talking.
Yeah, but and those are all just headshots, so those would be useless.
Yeah, I think it's. Well, in I guess it would kind of be like.
Same here, Jackson.
Oh, okay. So it's like if you're watching a movie and you've got the full screen, but the director kind of blurs out everything but one image. That's kind of the concept I'm talking about.
So character close-ups.
Yeah, well, aperture would be more what I'm talking about.
What do you mean, frame-up cover then? Would that sound better? Frame-up?
Let's see if I can't find an example of what I'm talking about for you here.
Like, because I have an Infinity card, sounds like a cool idea. I was like, Infinity, and beyond. I just because I was gonna vote, but I was like, I know what black and white covers are. Everything else, oh well.
Hold on, just a second here.
Yeah, looking down the barrel of James Bond when he walks, he shoots.
The one, that would be because the one that's hitting me here is I'm thinking of Dark Victory.
Yeah,
there's a Two-Face cover.
He's bringing his film school perfectionist knowledge on us.
Shut up. True, but
or projectionist.
Okay, this is the kind of cover that I'm talking about right here. Let me.
I think I figured out what's happening on. Oh,
there you go. That's what I talked about with the frame cover. I guess it would be aperture. You know how it's you've got the hangman's noose kind of focusing in on Two-Face.
Okay.
Yeah. So it would be something that would do that in the cover. And don't worry about it because I'm the guy who has to go out and find these things. But it would be like Deadshot with Batman in his in the scope or Deathlock.
Okay, it's okay. Yeah, okay. All right, cool.
All right, back to our regular scheduled program, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we come.
Where did I end off at? Michael Taylor. Then we had Dark Admiral with a 10 and a 10 from Michael. So that's 2 more 10s for that.
Everyone's voting on black and white.
And then all that explanation. Yeah, Herbie 5. Herbie, I guess it's not a good concept if you have to explain so much. Herbie is rocking a sumo wrestler costume to charm the Cobra. Wears the lollipop, just enough rendering to set up the gags. Score a snake charmer 10.
I beg to differ. If you
we
explain
have a
it,
7 and a 9 and a 10 from Cheeseburger, Ice Tops, and Rhaegar.
It's like my favorite jokes. You got to explain them to me.
Exactly. Jokes are a hell of a lot more funny when you have to explain them.
And an adventure.
And a bonding experience.
There you go. My dream crossover, football and comics would be a good for super. That's a good one. Yes, I'll try to find football superhero or football comic book covers. And we'll do that. Sports. We'll do sports. Yeah. Let's see. Undead Quinn says 9. Football sucks in my humble opinion. Well, you just lost.
We're not talking about soccer. We're talking about actual football.
Yeah, that's true. Real football. Yeah. You could do NFL Super Pro. That I would love for us to do the NFL Super Pro. Let's see. We had a 9. Do we have any more numbers, or is it just everybody asking what the heck's going on? I voted Infinity. Cover sound cool.
We do got more numbers. You scroll down. Starting with Jay.
Here we go. Jackson and Jay giving it 9s as well, and then we've got Jackson and Jay giving it 8s. So Jackson and Jay really are the same person.
Well, Jay's got 10.
Jay Lucian has an 8, and so does Jackson, but that's after they had 9s.
Well, above that, he has 10. Look above. He must have deleted it and changed it. Above cheeseburger.
Huh.
He dropped it from a 10 to a 9.
Oh, I see what happened. Jay said 10. Jackson said 9. I don't want to copy. So Jay said 9, and then Jackson said 8, and he said 8.
Yeah,
I got
they're
it.
all
Okay.
ranking. It said they're
So it's a
ranking
10 and a
family.
9. Gotcha. A 10 and a 9. Don't confuse me. So what we ended up with is a 7, 2 8s, and 2 9s trying to take out 10 10s. And ladies and gentlemen, this is another 10.
I mean, if they kept saying 10s at first, then they're 10s. I don't care.
There you go. All righty, let's get back to the sisters. Sisters.
The sisters.
All right. And this is what you get there. This book number 6, Melissa and Amy.
I was waiting for this.
What in the world? I created for Herbie. Dare you to see how I got into this fix? It's all in a caveman named Herbie. Well, okay. Huh.
Wow.
I mean, it's still a good drawing.
She got herself a man.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, that's how you went out clubbing back then.
Picking up, man.
He does talk a bit then.
Yeah, when it's funny.
When it's funny, he will say things. Well, how are there so many?
Sorry, I forgot to silence it.
It's bewildering, but it's very well done in its composition, the way the elements are brought together.
Yeah.
The drawings
The
are
skill, always like the fine line art in the face, the caricature. It's extremely good.
yeah,
Bizarre, but incredibly skilled.
yeah. It's so bizarre, but wow, are these really well drawn?
So
I
bizarre.
guess
So bizarre.
I know, right?
Oh, the song of the 90s. How bizarre.
Bizarre.
But every time I look around, oh, I know.
Yeah,
that.
he's like, exactly. The song.
I guess a 9. It's hard to say, but it is striking. And he doesn't seem to be any worse off. So whatever's going on, he seems to be kind of in on the joke. I'll give it a 9.
But Amy, look at
Alrighty.
it. Doesn't make
And
you
what
like.
about you, Melissa?
Maybe I'm more tolerant of weirdness than my sister, but I'm not willing to not give it a 10. Once again, it's extremely bizarre. But oh my gosh, the skill! Look at the hands and the feet and the folded fabric and the dimensionality. And it is like, there you see how I got into this fix. It's all in a caveman named Herbie. It's like
The weight in it, and they're unusual builds, and as imaginative as it is, his weighting's correct on these things. You can't go out and find references for this. So
no,
most of this is drawn from his imagination.
that's
And
amazing.
That's amazing. I'm not sure when imaginative drawing started becoming a major subject for teaching in art, because prior to then a lot of it would have been model based, but that wasn't an option for most of this, and he's doing a really good job with it.
And for those of you who did not know, we keep Amy and Melissa around it because most of us are like, that's cool, give it a 10, and they actually give you some perspective.
Unlike Maranya in the chat, right?
Oh, Maranya has a lot of great perspective.
Yep.
It's the same.
All righty. So, Eric, what do you say?
Well, it's good to know that Melissa's more tolerant of weirdness. I mean, she'll last at these channels longer than
Oh,
her
I'm
sister.
surprised Amy's still here. You
I
know?
mean, the puppet show. I'm surprised that Amy has his.
And yeah, I think if we didn't keep feeding her Beast Boy and Starfire, she'd have probably already checked out.
They're fun characters.
This
This is cool.
it is. And I know Jackson's crushing on the Herbita there a little bit.
Herbie,
Herbie.
This is a 10.
Yeah, it's I love the size of the club that she's carrying, and it's balanced really well. It's
And look, and I see where Whitney signed this one. And I said he was a phenomenal artist.
wow.
Yeah, right on the bottom left of the green.
How about you, MK?
Yeah, it's just hilarious, It's like Herbie multiverse situation going on here, where it's like female Herbie pulling the main prime Herbie by about to use it for baseball practice. I don't know, but yeah, it's funny. Also, she must be pretty strong. I mean, to be able to drag him like that, So that's there's that. Yeah, I'll go 10. It's just funny.
Alrighty. How about you, RDV?
Yeah, I'm immediately, the first thing that draws me in is the fact that she looks just like him, a female version.
Exactly.
And I'm like, what parallel world is this again? Because time travels. And like, is she or is he just in the past and that's his great ancestor or he's ascended him? We don't know. It could be a whole Michael J. Fox thing,
Oh.
But yes. Besides that freaking club, they're going in the cave. There's no way that club's gonna go into the cave. It's gonna just gonna have to
Are
drop
you suggesting Herbie has palsy?
Really? After she hit him over the head, he might. It's great. It's a 10. I love these covers. And the pink sky sets it off. Wonderful.
That
right,
is true. I do like the pink. She's really rocking these bangs, though. They're cute on her.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And this is a 10. I completely agree. I did just get a message on Twitter. Geeks and Gamers says this is bait and switch and it's woke. All right, let's go to the chat here.
Also, by the way his hands are folded, all that means he's willingly going with her.
Right. Dark Admiral says 10. Favorite one so far. Michael Taylor says 10. Gotta love this cover. Joe says 10. And Jay says, Mike, you're wrong, and gives it a 9. So that is 3 10s and a 9.
Guys, don't fight the chat. Fight the comment section.
And let's see. Cheeseburger says, this got my interest. Give it an 8. Undead Quinn jumps in with a 10. I have the plague from Nosfer. I do, sir. Then we have a 10 from Jackson, and Ice Top still haven't seen the movie. Was supposed to go see the movie last week. Rhaegar gives this an 8. So we've got 3 10s and an 8. 1,
Ooh.
2. Whoops.
Did that werewolf movie come out with Frank Grillo?
Yeah,
out, right?
it
bombed.
bad.
I gotta look for it online because I really wanted to watch it. I knew it was gonna be horrible. It's like gonna be like Alone in the Dark with Christian Slater.
I'm such a
Leo Bowl movies.
I'm looking for the other one with the girl from the Ozark.
Oh man.
Yeah, that one looks good. Herbie, it's just called Wolfman. Herbie number 6, Herbie and Herbietta. Love the reversal of classic caveman situation. Well rendered situational character humor works. Scoring Ooga Chaka, Ooga 10. And let's see, then we have an ethereal 10, a one slick 10. That club is the size of a Buick. And then a 7 from Austin. So we've got 3 10s and a 7. Alrighty.
I wonder if that Wolf movie bombed harder than Craven, or if it's like
No, it did. It did. No business.
It probably wants to DVD or streaming.
Yeah. Alrighty, and that is that. It is wow. 1 7, 1 8, and 14 10s. This apparently is the favorite of the night so far.
Hey, Venkman.
Yeah.
I was reading Ogden Whitney's Wikipedia. He drew a bunch of issues of Millie the Model and Modeling with Millie.
Nice.
And he did work for Tower Comics on Thunder Agents.
Hey, wait, we haven't done Millie the Model covers.
No, we haven't.
I think that's got to go somewhere.
I mean, we'll be getting to the DC Romance soon in February next month.
Oh yeah, because that worked so well the first time.
You know what? It worked so well for us when we read them, and that's when we got introduced to Clint.
Oh, you're talking about the reading. I was talking about the cover.
You.
I was
mean,
talking about the cover rankings. The romance is still the lowest that we've ever done so far.
I mean, it doesn't have to be one thing. It could just be a bunch of romance covers. It doesn't have to be DC romance. It could be Marvel. You could have Spider-Man, whatever. You know.
But on that note, here is issue number 7 for Eric.
Oh yes. Here's where the passport takes a big fall. Or that's my best. I can't do Truman. You can.
Herbie the Fat Fury would be played by Patton Oswalt if they did a movie.
This is gonna be my first 9.
Okay.
All right. And how about you, MK?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
It's funny. Yeah, he's slicing off their parents. Yeah. It just what is that? He's got like a cigarette. Oh no, it's a lollipop sticking out of his mouth.
No.
Yeah.
It's
I realized, yeah.
He's not pre-code. He can't smoke.
Yeah, I didn't realize he had the whole thing in his mouth there for a sec. Yeah, it's pretty cool cover. Kind of, I like his Peter Griffin outfit that he has going on here. Yeah, it's another 10 for me. It's just hilarious. You know.
Okay. RDB.
Where does he shop for belts? That's what I want to know.
I mean, they're doing.
He's got a very good tailor. I don't see any saggage at all in the clothing whatsoever. You know, it just fits perfectly around him, and he's flexible. He can move his arm without it ripping armpits. Like that's a good inseam and everything on there. I love that. I'll go a 9 on this because this is the funniest story in 27 and a half years.
Is Herbie
Horrible.
7.5 years old?
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Herbie,
All right. How about you, Melissa and Amy? What do you give it?
I mean, it's still very well done. The colors and the textures and the patterns are nice details, and the layout works. I don't think it's as dazzling as some of the other ones have been in what it's accomplished or what it's attempted. And there is no derpy snake in this one, which is such a funny little guy. So it's still really good, though. I would give it a 9.
All righty.
Ditto.
Ditto. All right. There you go. And I'm going 8 on this one. Not the most of dynamic. I mean, it's got a pretty good joke. We've seen it, especially if you watch the Disney Zorro.
You guys see Patton Oswalt? We'd probably get that stupid kid to play Ned in Spider-Man. Remember, you got to do the
Oh, that is better.
Not anymore. Yeah. He lost all the weight.
Oh, really? Okay, well, there you go. He talked
that's why I saw him. He was overweight in that show called Reginald.
Well, he was pretty slim in the last Spider-Man movie.
Next up, we have Undead Quinn giving it an 8. That would be a movie I would not watch because of Patton Oswalt as Rhaegar. 9 from Rhaegar and an 8 from Joe and a 9 from Dark Admiral saying, and if it was Oswald, I'd be out. I can't stand him. All righty. So 2 8s and 3 9s.
He was great and justified, though.
He was actually really well.
I like him in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He played like triplets in Agents.
Yeah, he was good in that too.
Ethereal says 9. Jackson says 7. And Ice Top says 8 and 10 from Michael. Gotta love the humor on this cover as well. So we got a 7, 8, 9, 10 here. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alrighty. I can't stand Patton Oswalt in film and TV show. He looks like Oswalt looks like Herbie. One Slick says 10. The belt is a bicycle tire.
If you want to watch them in a good actual show, watch King of Queens.
I like that show. Herbie is emulating Jay Garrick and pantsing his enemies. Adorable situational humor. Score of high spirits 10. Alrighty. 2 10s.
What year is this from? Is this Silver Age?
Hold on just a sec. I actually had it up for a bit. This is 1960.
All right.
Or
So
we're working on
so-
that. We're going up to 1964 to 1965. This one specifically is February of 1965.
do you know a hero that used to pants his enemies?
Zora.
No. Jay Garrick, the Flash.
Yeah, that's what someone said in the comments. I thought you were going for somebody else, but Zorro used to also very, very often.
Oh yeah, well that's why I loved it when they had the Catherine Zeta-Jones. They cut.
All right, we got a cheeseburger 4 and a J. Lucian 10. All righty. A photo.
I think the worst thing I ever seen Patton Oswalt when it was that horrible show Happy, based off the comic book.
Yeah, I didn't ever see that one.
He was he did the voice of the little flying.
Oh
thing.
yeah.
Oh my
All right,
god!
this is what we got, guys. 1 4 taking away one of those 5 10s, and then we've got 1 7 taking away another. There's only 3 left. 4 8s. Take out the last of the 10s and a couple of the 9s, but there's way too many 9s to knock down completely, so that's where this cover goes to. Alrighty, and there we go. Alrighty, and remember the link. I put the link in the chat. If you guys wanted to check out the Comic Vine so you can look at them ahead of time and see and maybe judge a little. That was Eric, and this is MK.
Oh, I was just thinking if they ever made a Herbie movie in the 90s, I think Wayne Knight would have been perfect. Yeah, this cover. Yeah, what the heck is up with the plunger? Yeah, that's does that say Fat Fury or Fat? Oh,
it is Fat Fury. Yeah.
It is Fat Fury. Yeah. And just totally took it. Totally took out that bird, didn't he?
Is this the first time we see him in costume?
If you're going from the very beginning, yeah, it's issue 8. He hasn't been in that flying costume yet, on the cover at least. But look at the monkey. The monkey's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I gotta go. That's funny. Yeah, I gotta go another 10 years. Just taking out the bird, blinding the monkey. Like even the monkey don't want to look at him. So, yeah, just like hilarious.
I love the costume he's got on. This is like a little kid would basically come up with. They tie their kitchen table blanket or whatever are on their neck. Yep. These are pajamas.
Well, RDV, what do you give this?
I like this. This is a 10 for me. The humor in this, the plunger on the head, it's kind of funny. And then you have the bird. I don't know if I'm guessing he's just freaking out. That's why his hair's standing up on his head. And the monkey's he's like covering his eyes. He can't watch, Yeah. But it's a 10. It's great.
Alrighty, Melissa and Amy.
This artist is just consistently really good.
So good.
Yep. The costume's fun. Like it does look like he just got some pajamas and put a towel around his neck for a cape. That's kind of neat. I'm not sure where he got the plunger, how he got it to stick to his head, but hey, that's all right. Is he jumping off the top of a tree?
I think he swooped down from above and kind of bombed the bird is on the branch, the nest or branch, where that was, and the monkey's like,
"Oh, the humanity," kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, it's a great drawing. The little bird's cute, and the monkey is like, "Oh no." I've seen, I think, more impressive covers, and I really am kind of spoiled to his environments and stuff. The perspective and everything in here is a little open. It works, but it doesn't, I think, play to his strengths as well as others would. Not that there's anything flawed in it, just that it's not showing off his strength as well as some of the other ones do. So I think I would probably give this one an 8.
Alrighty, how about you, Melissa?
Herbie is an interesting character.
He is.
He has somewhat Jughead-ish energy.
I can get that.
It's kind of like saying, "Oh, this is what I don't care what you think. Well, I don't care
what I look like.
Well, how do you think I look like? Looks like." Mm-hmm. It's like, I was noticed by even the plunger, like the extremely straight, like dowel part of the plunger. Again, I'm a big fan of this artist's work.
Oh yeah, he's a great artist.
I think I'll give it a 9.
All righty. Eric, what do you say?
First, I've got to say, Jughead manages his calories a lot better than Herbie.
That can't be denied.
Yes, I also learned that Ogden Whitney himself looked a lot like Herbie, was a drunk, and when his wife died, he ended up being literally carried out of his apartment while being evicted. Which might explain why he was dead at 57.
You know what? It's the joy you bring to these proceedings.
No, it's the context.
Okay.
You know, but I'll say, yeah, since that was still years away when this cover was done, how can you not give a 10 to a cover that's got a dude with a plunger on his head?
Fair.
All righty.
So like Larry Boy.
Yeah, Jackson, how can you?
Okay, and let us see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, got everybody. I am in the 7 column.
Hey, Dark Emerald, it's not like I made him drink all that booze.
All right, let's check out the chat. Jay says 10, Rhaegar says 10, and Rhaegar also says that bird died. And then we've got a 9 from Undead Quinn, a 10 from Joe and Ice Tops, a 9 from Dark Admiral, and a 10 from One Slick Dude. All right, 5 10s, 2 9s. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 1 and 2. And let's see. Cheeseburger says the monkey makes the cover. Give it a 7. A plump lump, says Jackson. All righty. Let's give that a 7. And then we have 6 least favorite cover, says Michael. And then we have Maranya saying, Herbie number 8. Herbie is channeling Forbush Man, but without a saucepan helmet. Silver Age, well, Forbush was just channeling the human tornado. Let's see. Silver Age silliness for sure. Score a Fat Fury 10. And Jackson says 8. And the 10 Fest continues, says One Slick. All right, so we got a 10 and an 8. 10 and 8. Alrighty. Let's see. Ethereal says 10. Darren X, how you doing? Reminds me of Beverly Hills Ninja. Oh, yeah. Chris Farley is the Fat Fury in the 90s. I think he would have hated that because he hated the he had John Belushi aspirations of breaking out into drama. What do you call a fat kid flying in the sky? A level 5 tornado, says Ice Tops. All right, so we still have that ethereal 10 standing by itself. Okay, I know it's only my opinion, and it's just having fun. I'm not saying my rankings are right, but all these 10s I'm spread. We're having fun. Mm-hmm. We're having fun, and sometimes it's just you look at things and go super awesome. The best thing to do here, Cheeseburgers, have a good time. Don't worry about other people's scores and grades. It's really all about checking out comic book covers you may never have seen before. We've done a lot of cover rankings. We're up to 134. This is our 134th episode of it. And truly the fun of it is looking and examining and checking it. Even the most famous of covers. Like we looked at the Hulk. I never knew that the way that Wolverine's claws, and what is that, 340? the way in order to get that Hulk image that's on Wolverine's claws, they would have had to be twisted in his knuckles. It just doesn't work. You know, and you learn that just by looking and examining, and that's the whole fun of this. So yeah, thank you very much for hanging out and enjoying. And you do get sometimes where we are very critical, but the thing is just how we have fun looking at comic book covers. You know, it's a lot of fun doing that. But anyway, let's go. And we also really do know what is good and what is awesome. Fun, says Jay Lucia till her daddy takes that T-bird away, Jackson continues. It's even fun to see how bad covers are, too. Exactly. We actually did a show dedicated to bad covers. So there you are. All right. Let's go. Let's see. We have 1 6, 2 7s. That was me and you, Cheese. And then we have 2 8s and 3 9s, taking out 8. Right? 3, 5, 7, 8 of those 9 10s. All right. But it does stay. And there are some of us who are just a heck of a lot easier on things than others. Ethereal Dragon is very critical and so forth, so on. So, yeah. All right. And let's check it out with number 9. And this is RDV.
What the?
I rushed to the address Leonardo had given me with my heart,
Oh, it's a sports ball comic cover.
only to
Right?
have it crash
no, it
to the
is.
floor and shatter in 1,000 pieces when I threw open the door and found, Giuseppe, I loved you, and you said you loved me. How could you? You are jealous? Surely you did not believe I would wait for. That's when I know what a fool I'd been. Oh, sorry.
What? You're saying?
Herbie, issue 9.
Mhm.
This is a 10.
All righty.
Who else could carry a pigskin in his mouth than another fat kid?
Also, this is RDV's favorite title. So, yeah, it's going to be a 10 fest for him.
Back to my romance movie.
There you go.
I'm reading.
All right.
My love, issue number 30.
Melissa and Amy.
What an interesting little character. He's. I mean, it's a 9. I'll give it a 9, right? That seems like a good reason as any.
If that's what you want.
Mhm.
All right. What about you, Melissa?
I'm really impressed by the inking sector and the shadow in the grass.
Oh, that is cool. Yeah, the environmental effects on
That
it.
is that's some detail right there. Is he holding up the football with his teeth?
I guess. I
One of the
guess
strings.
they must have. Yeah, I think footballs have laces on them, don't they? Maybe.
Yeah, that's what he's biting on. The laces.
Ah, okay.
Laces up.
Impressive.
Although, why was he tackling
Laces
that?
out.
Finkel. Finkel's Einhorn. Iron's Finkel.
So what are you ladies giving this?
And I beg your pardon. Just kind of impressed.
Okay, Eric, what do you say?
I think I'm going to have to give this a 10.
All righty.
Go for it.
Okay, how about you, MK?
Yeah, I'll go 10 too. Kind of like how he's just about to go through these guys. Doesn't even care. I'd love to see a running contest between Herbie and Cartman. You know, see what would happen if they both ran into each other full speed. Yeah, I'll go 10 here.
I'm pretty sure they.
Well, the
both
winner
have
would
some of
depend on who drew them faster.
Yeah.
That guy's guarding up really high. Why was he?
So
guarding
what do
up
you think? Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
What do you think of between the Blob and Herbie? Because the Blob, of course, can't be moved, but Herbie has cartoon physics.
Herbie also
Mhm.
has different powered lollipops. So
Yeah, that's what I mean by that. His power is just being a cartoon. So
he's kind of,
Yeah.
in a sense, he can like, not. I don't say ambush bug, but in a sense, he's kind of like a Mitsupitzik. He can just change the rules whatever he wants to, whatever lollipop he has.
exactly. RDB, what do you say?
Clint, I love you. That's what I say. I already gave it a 10.
Oh, that's right. We started with you. Okay.
Yeah, and Pa, I expected better for you. I expected a line from your reading.
I don't have any of them open right now.
How dare you? You should always. have
Alrighty.
them.
I think this is a fine cover. It does say, but it's not a 10, it's an 8 to me. And let's get to the chat.
Ooh, Herbie has a juggernaut, a Herbonaut.
All right. Ethereal says 7, so does one dead
no.
twin. Alrighty. So that's 2 7s. And then we have old lady. It's the little old lady from Pasadena. A 7 from Joe, and Jay says 10, and Jackson says dope. All right, so we got a 7. Oh, and a 10. Alrighty, and let's see, what in the world is Venkman talking about? I don't listen. Michael Taylor says 8. One Slick says 10. The guy on the left is like, what the who is that?
If you
Alrighty, and then we got 2 7s, one from Jackson, one from Rhaegar.
So it's a little thing that Breen usually does. Breen, whenever he's on a live stream, he'll just start. It's his turn to talk. He starts reading something from a romance novel he's reading.
Ice Tops says 8. Dark Admiral says 10, and Maranya says Herbie number 9. Herbie treating the football like a snack. Situational humor that somehow works. Herbie's lost a few pounds. His sleeves are a bit loose, and score sports ball 10. So we've got an 8 and 2 10s.
But what a wow, that was an interesting story. A girl who's in love with this guy, but she ends up going away for college, cheats on him with another guy. She realized, and that guy cheats on her, so she goes back to the other guy, but he already found someone else, got married, and she's left alone.
Oh,
I was like, yeah, that was cold.
Alrighty, let's see. All right, gang, it's late. Plus, the weather here is getting bad. Have a great night and week ahead of every. Are you watching this outside?
Yep.
It's snowing here, but it's not okay.
If it's snowing inside your room, you might want to get it.
Yeah, I know. I'm worried about the man. Darren X says, give it an 8. Alrighty, and let's get the stop here, which I think is the first stop I've done in like 5 issues. There you go. If you have a late vote, go right on ahead and put it up there. And what we got here is 1 3 and 5 7s, taking out 6 of those 7 10s, 3 8s. Take out the last of the it takes out the last of the 10. No, wait, right? Okay.
I do hope that
last
nobody
of the 10s and both 9s. This, ladies and gentlemen, is an 8.
I do hope that nobody loses power, though, because they were calling for Ice Storm 2 as part of this as well.
Yeah, that would suck. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's see. The lowest of the night so far.
Oh, they don't have indoor plumbing or heating in Louisiana. That's if he's getting affected down there.
Ouch.
But what's the coldest temperature is down there, though? I'm curious.
All right, we're gonna go for
ZACK.
9. Wait. Well, we're going for 10. Sorry about that. Let me do that over. There we go. It's been snowing nonstop here in Illinois. By the way, that is the proper way of saying it. You guys in Chicago have been saying it wrong forever. I have to correct my wife all the time. She's from Chicago.
Oh,
all right. Let's see. Issue number 10. All right. So we got Herbie the Fat Fury doing his Slim Pickens impersonation. And the birds run away or flying away, running away is saying, it's the Fat Fury. We got complete in this crazy issue. Plump, lump, black, whack, tickle, bust, rides again. Oh, versus black. Plump, lump versus black, whack, tickle, puss, rides again. For that alone, ladies and gentlemen, I am giving this book a 9. All right. How about you, Melissa and Amy?
It's fine. I think I'll give it an 8. Yeah, I'll go with that.
All righty. And how about you, Melissa?
I think I'll give it an 8 as well.
Yeah.
Shading on the fabric isn't as spot on as I've seen in other covers.
And the structure's a little off in some places. Well, not as well shaped as I would like, but it is still a good drawing.
Okay, how about you, Eric?
So what you're saying is he was probably drunk when he drew this. See, now I'm giving this a 10 for one reason.
That bird?
The bird is so scared that he forgot he can fly and he's running away.
That is pretty great.
Or is he running in midair?
He also talks.
Which he probably didn't know he could do until he got so scared of Herbie. And like I said, Herbie's doing his best Slim Whitman or Slim Pickens riding the nuke and Dr. Strangelove. You gotta appreciate that too.
I could give it another point for the bird. He's pretty funny.
All right. And MK, what do you say?
Yeah, this is funny. So I guess that bird survived from getting hit before, since he's scared now and just warning everybody. He also reminds me of that bird on the cereal box. I just can't remember. Not too
Sam?
Might be. Yeah, I feel like there's another bird that on a box, but I don't know. Maybe
That's
it's
a vulture, though.
Because it is sunny.
Yeah, I like the rocket. This totally reminds me of there's a game called Smash Brothers. A character named the Villager from Animal Crossing, and he rides a rocket. That's what this. Except this guy's much bigger than the Villager kid. But yeah, this is before that too. So yeah, I'll go 10. It's just funny. It's pretty cool. I'm sure Amy and Melissa know what I'm talking about, right?
Animal Crossing, I know. I'm just trying to think where he would get the idea that he ever has a rocket. Or she. I'll look it up.
Alrighty. How about you, RDB?
I haven't seen anybody have that much fun on a rocket since I saw Roxy Rocket
Roxy Rocket.
and Batman Animated Series. Anyway,
Roxy Rock. Oh, okay. I think I know.
yeah, I like the little bird. Then it's great, And I love it tells you like complete in this crazy issue, Plump Lump and versus Black Whack. Wow, that's on the nose. And Tickle Puss rides again. This is a great 10.
Alrighty. We got a 10 from RDB. Now let's go to the chat with Jay giving this a 10 as well as One Slick Dude. We got I dig this one saying 7 from Cheeseburgers. We've got a 9 from Rhaegar and Ice Top. So that's 2 10s, 2 9s, and a 7. So we got 7,
7A,
2 9s. Alrighty, and 2 10s, 1 and 2. Alrighty, Herbie number 10. Herbie is strange love in his superhero identity, such as surreal, funny cover, deserves a Tickle Plus 10 from Maranya. And then we've got Dark Admiral saying 10 and Michael Taylor 9. Good one, Eric. Alrighty, we got a 10 and a 9. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I've got that song stuck in my head. Thank you, Eric. Joe says 10, so does Ethereal Dragon and Darren X.
Oh, the Cocoa Puff thing.
1, 2, and 3. Alrighty, there we have the Cocoa Puffs. Is he cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? Alrighty, it does look like the bird is running. Rare photo of Kim Jong-un coming to America. Let's see. Yeah, like Dark Admiral said, the cuckoo from Cocoa Puffs.
It is, yeah.
Yes. All right. We have a 7 and 2 8s and 4 9s.
Wow, why does he look like the
Trying to take down 12 10s. So there we go. All right. This is a 10 fest, kids. That's where this is today. All right. And let's go to the Lester sisters again. This is book number 11. We only have 2 left for the night. Here we have book number 11. And let me get that into the chat here. Go.
He's a Spanish Armada behind him.
11.
Let's see.
Christopher Columbus.
Get it up. In this Help Packed issue, Christopher Columbus, Popneker, and Beware of the Bomb Buster. Why does he have ears?
It was a little bit like a very bizarre kind of a
Dragon.
Let's see, Benny and Cecil. Was that Benny or Cecil that was the dragon?
I don't know.
Maybe Cecil?
Maybe it's Pete's Dragon. He's kind of puffing and passing.
I guess so. It's fine. I do like the boats off in the distance. They look really cool. And it's nice to see him not in his superhero getup, just because I kind of got used to seeing him as this way. I think I'll give this an 8. Yeah.
Alrighty. And Melissa?
The environment is impressive. The ships and the little guy's face is.
Look at the
It's
waves.
something. Huh?
Look at the lathes where it's going in and out of the water.
The water is really nice.
That's what's cool.
Yeah, I think I'll give it a 10.
I'm getting sick in the ear. I can just imagine the water going up.
And how about you, Eric?
Well, it's clearly they just escaped from that rum ship because that dragon is drunk as hell. Look at his eyes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Up the magic dragon.
And it's got a derpy tooth and some fat kid riding him at 10.
And, okay, that's the date somebody put on there. I'm like, who drew a 1965 on him?
That's funny.
Alrighty. How about you, MK?
Yeah, so again, yeah, you know, the dragon serpent thing definitely looks stoned or drunk. But then I'm thinking it could be because Herbie's cutting off the circulation, maybe, you know, riding on his head. But, you know, I don't know. Yeah, I like it. I like the, he's like, giddy up, you know, and just, yeah. And the ship in the background, the water, it's pretty good. Yeah, I'll go 10. And also, which band is better, Journey or Foreigner?
Journey.
Yeah.
Foreigner.
I don't.
Both of them are greatest hits bands to me, but there you
Yeah,
go.
but
All right.
I always hear Journey plays the same 3 songs on the radio, where Foreigner, when they play the 3 same songs, those are better songs.
They're both okay. Okay, RDB, what do you say?
Say if they have to listen to Keep on Believing or Journey one more time.
Don't Stop Believing. Yeah.
Or Don't Stop Believing, whatever it is.
That's one of those songs where if they never play it again, I think I'm okay. Like, I like it when it's on. I don't turn it over. It's just I don't go seeking it.
Do you know what the best version of that song is when Will Ferrell was asking, "What's with these searchlights? They're back again." Is in the Felon. So, all right. So anyway, get into this. This is like a third cover we had where Herbie does not have a sucker in his mouth. So I thought that was interesting. Is that his hand or whatever? But he's like, get up. He's like, he's got no emotion. It's kind of how I feel sometimes going into these. It's a 10 though. I love the waves. Like I said, what really thrills me is like the way how the wave goes up behind him on the right, and then you look at the boat and you just see he's going in and out of the water. Splashes. I saw that. That's really cool. The 10.
Alrighty. And I'm digging on this. It's good. I don't think it's tin material, but I mean, there's a lot of detail. The water looks good. And that, as Amy has pointed out, that's actually hard to get right. I would like to have seen a few more waves overlapping because you've got, apparently he's bringing his body a couple of times in there, which would have a little bit of crashing. So a little bit of fold in the water, I think would have looked a little more accurate, but that's just as RDV said, a pixel nitpick. Overall, I think I'm going to give this one 8. All right. And let's go to the chat with a 10 for the Derpy Sea Serpent, a 5 for the Cheeseburger Comics. And Maranya saying, Herbie 11, bizarre version of the Loch Ness Monster, wonderfully wacky historical scene, scoring Nessie 10. So 2 10s and a 5. All right. 1 and 2 and 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5. All righty. So we have a 10 for Material and a 6 from Ice Tops. A 6 and a 10. And next up, hey, Phil the Kill. Derpy is such a good word for it. All right, Serpent has been smoking something special. I think Eric's more accurate on the drinking, such as the day, but that, once again, is just a well, actually. Dark Admiral says 9. Would fail the test for sure, says Phil. So Rhaegar says 7, and Joe says 10. We got a 7, 10, 9, and 10. All right, 7. We've got a 9 and a 10. Alrighty, 10. Cool cover details. First, Herbie is on a rocket now. Dragon, this man lives dangerously. He's Johnny dangerously. Phil the Kill gives this an 8, and somebody else says Foreigner. It's Rhaegar. Let's see. Change my ranking because of the drunk sea dragon. Give it a 7, says Cheeseburger. Alrighty, 10, 9, 8, 7. Here it is. Boom. And then we have Michael Taylor said he ain't got no fear. He's Herbie. And I just assume that's how Ice Tops talks. Jay Lucian says 10. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And here we go. Let's see. Mixel Pitalik, Pixel Nitpick Pickleton. Okay, let's see. Miss Pitalik, Pixel Nitpick Pickleton. Yes, there you go. Okay, somebody is playing a mobile game, says Rhaegar. Not me. Let's see. Let's get the stop. I keep forgetting the stop.
Is it Rhaegar?
Let's see. We have a 6, 2 7s, an 8, and 3 9s. Taking out 7 of those 8 10s. Once again, another 10, but it barely skirted by. There were 2 of them tonight like that. Alrighty. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are on book number 12. And remember, we do figure out and vote on which one we want to go into the bracket fights to fight against Green Lantern Green Lantern with Colonel Sanders. This is the last book of the night right here. We have issue number 12. And I do believe it is Eric's turn to start.
Oh, so this so obviously it's not issue 12. Is this his first cover appearance, I guess?
That's issue number 12.
It's 114.
Yeah, because Forbidden World's 114.
How did that get there? I'm sorry. I have no idea how I had that down as number 12. Hold on just a second. Here I come to save the day that I messed up. All right, hold on. Stop. There we go.
Just take the photo down so they can't vote anymore.
Yeah. What? You know what? I probably was starting. That's what happened. I was going to put the Forbidden World stuff up here, and I decided only to do the thing. So, yeah, hold on, guys. This will not take long.
Oh, that's good. I think the guy in the background isn't even aiming for Herbie. He's like off to get something.
I thought he threw a paper airplane at first.
It kind of looks like it.
They're throwing paper airplanes at him. There's no
They
spears.
both have paper airplanes.
Oh, they could be paper airplanes. Oh my gosh. Really pronounced swoosh lines.
All right, there we go, Eric. Okay, now I'll put the go for 12. All righty. Technical difficulty, all fixed.
I'm going to say 8.
All righty. 9 and 8. And how about you, MK? What do you think of this?
That guy about trying to grab Herbie. He reminds me of the what the heck was that? Those Twilight Zone episode. Actually, I think it might have been the movie with William Shatner with that monkey ape thing on the plane. Yeah,
that's Twilight Zone. The movie was oh goodness gracious, help me out. Actor sounds British, but he's not. John Lithgow. Yeah. And,
John Lithgow. He was in
it was in the movie. It was William Shatner, but in the in the TV show, it was William Shatner. In the movie, it was John Lithgow.
Oh, okay, I got you. I didn't even realize it. I thought that was just for the movie. I didn't realize it was an episode too. Oh, that's interesting. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of for some reason. Like on, you know what I mean, when he's punching on the plane. Yeah, pretty cool cover. Like how he's coming out of the picture or mirror or whatever, or window.
The one thing about the movie I've always loved is the little girl that looks at John Lithgow and goes, "No smoking." It just the way she said it was just weird. It's just no smoking. Yeah. All right. What do you give this?
Yeah, I'll give it a 10.
All right. How about you, RDV?
Just a random couple. Yeah, he's in the tunnel of love. Yeah, he's the only one that doesn't have a date. And now the monkey's going after him, the gorilla.
Why is there a monkey?
I don't know. Maybe they're on. You know what? It's just like Scooby-Doo. Maybe there's a guy in a costume.
It could be. And some kind of real estate scheme?
Yeah, and that meddling kid is going to stop him. Yeah, exactly. Right, Maranya? The meddling kid? Yeah.
Yep.
That is a 10. The Fat Fury returns. It just sounds awesome. Now I want him dressed as Batman.
Alrighty, and let's see. That would leave the ladies, right? Yep. What do you think?
I would probably, I mean, given the scope of the work that's been done in these, I would probably give this an 8. It's still, well done in a lot of ways, but I don't think it shines quite as much as some of the other covers I've seen. So,
Okay. And how about you, Melissa?
I think I feel the same way. It was just, I've never seen any of these covers that look quite so flattened out. That's really strange for an Herbie cover, because some of it is absolutely amazing with the technical ability. I mean, they're just extremely good, and it feels not quite as spectacular. So I'm gonna give it an 8.
Alrighty.
Still very good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check Comixology, see if we can have it.
And I'll tell you what, I know you just said about how flat, I think this looks if that was Superboy, this would fit so perfectly. And I love it for that. I'm going 10 on this because it is so much a Silver Age comic book, a Silver Age DC comic book, because of the ape. I'm thinking this thing pops. All right, so let's go to the chat here. Let me give it my 10 there. And 8 from Ethereal is 6 from Rhaegar, and an 8 from Dark Admiral and Michael Taylor. So we got a 6 and 3/8.
there were a lot of monkeys in comic books, like Beast Boy.
Well, that was our first ranking. Was the DC Comics Gorilla covers?
Did we rank the Flaming Carrot comic cover with Herbie on it?
No.
I thought
But
we did.
did we?
Herbie made it into Flaming Carrot?
Yeah, Dark Horse.
Did we do crossovers and it made it in there?
Maybe.
That
maybe.
would be pretty wild crossover.
But
Yeah, we
apparently,
did. I think we did.
apparently he was on the Dark Horse, reprinted a lot of these, and then he also did some new stuff too as well.
Phil the Kill says 8. Jay says 9. Thank you, Dark Admiral. Answered John Lithgow. 8 from Joe and 7 from Darren and a 9 from Ice Tops. So we've got 1 7, 2 8s, 2 9s.
Wow, the Caveman one is going for like $45 on Amazon.
Oh, the Herbie books are wildly expensive.
$58.
Amusement Park Ride Gorilla, I like it. Says Cheeseburger, giving it a 7. Shatner appeared in a few episodes of Twilight. Yeah, didn't he? The one with the devil machine that tells the future.
Herbie number 1 is $196.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And RDV has one of the worst conditioned first appearances of Herbie, but hey,
Yeah.
you know.
I don't care. I also got Captain Marvel Adventures, really crappy condition, but it's like I get it for $11.
There you go.
And
Yeah,
I can-
that was when I saw that copy, I was like, I don't know if he would want it if it's all crunched up and everything like this, but hey, it's a first appearance.
a lot of these books, I don't take them out of the package. I leave them in there because it's cool to have as a wall piece.
Yep. Cheeseburger gives it a 7, and then we have a 9 from One Slick. If it didn't say Tunnel of Love, I wouldn't have known they were in a boat. That's
Right?
true, actually.
Well, how was
Gives
he
it a
not?
9. Maranya says Herbie number 12. Herbie has a really bad blind date with a gorilla in the Tunnel of Love. Herbie plus romance cover equals surreal wackiness trademark of the book. Score a gorilla 10. So we got a 9 and a 10.
He must have lost some weight because he's not holding the boat back.
Yeah, like it isn't tilted. Like little Lotta would have been capsized on the back. Yeah. Cheeseburgers comics. That's what I thought. Oh wait, what are they talking about?
Every time you say cheeseburger.
Here's beheading in the film. Oh yeah, the Vic Morrow incident. Yep.
Cheeseburger. So I think every single time.
Okay, and let's get the stop. Cheeseburger. I don't want a cheeseburger. What do you mean? And he starts reading them off. Yeah. All righty. So we have. Let's see what we got for this one. We have 1 6 2 7s, taking out 2 of those 4 10s, and then we've got 8 8s, taking out the last 2 10s, the last 2 9s. This is an 8, ladies and gentlemen. All righty.
Wow.
Here.
That first issue of Herbie,
Yep.
he has a secret watch that he gets to receive a message from the president urging him to go to the White House. So he's like a secret agent or something like that.
All righty. Well, here we go, kids, with our let's figure out where everything goes. We only do 8, 9, and 10 tonight. A big old 10s, as we've got 7 of those, 3 9s, 2 8s. This is where we placed them, but let's see how they rank. I guess this is where we see one slick and everybody else jump out. But here we go. Go for 8, and all I need to know is which one is your favorite. And we'll start with the Lester sisters.
Lemon Sisters.
Yeah. Y'all don't sing, do you?
Well, that is one of the flavors he has. On the first issue, they list all the ones the flavors is, and lemon is one of the flavors.
The Lester sisters. Let's go with that. Lester sisters.
All
Start on the 8s. All I need to know is your favorite. Is it the monkey or the football?
I think I'll go with the football.
Okay, we got football. How about you, Melissa?
The monkey.
Okay.
All righty. And how about you, Eric? Eric, half a B.
I agree with Amy Lemon.
All righty. And MK.
I agree with Melissa. I'm going the Twilight Zone monkey.
RDV, break this tie. Which one?
I agree with the Melissa Lemon. The monkeys for the best.
Melissa Lemon said the monkey, therefore.
And don't you wish now you would have kept that Herbie football one for the sports week?
We didn't know. That one was what inspired the sports week. So there you go. Alrighty, and yeah, I'm agreeing with the monkey people. And let's go to the chat where Rhaegar says gorilla is the best.
What do you mean by monkey people?
Hey, Zach, is it you?
8 sports ball, says MARANYA. You know what I mean. The monkey people. And Joe says monkey.
Hey, we're the monkey
Monkeys.
people.
Monkey people.
Monkey around. We're too busy singing.
They like monkey
Put
people.
anybody down. Everybody else. Unfortunately, black and white covers are dominating the poll, says Michael. Monkey from Ethereal Dragon. And then we have the best of the monkey, worst of the football. And then we have, it was Gremlin. Okay. Yeah. Monkey cover and then gorilla cover. So, yeah, the monkey's pretty much won 10-3 here. Let's get to the 9s. I'll put the go for the 9 and bring the, there you go. Go for 9. And let's see what we got here. So we're communicating. We've got 1, 2, and 3. If you guys don't know any descriptions, but describe away. Is it the cowboy?
Cowboy, sword, or boat?
Cowboy, boat, or sword?
Yeah.
Amy and Melissa.
I'm gonna go with issue 1. I picked the wrong description, didn't I? The boat.
That's fine. It's fine. You say what you want. I'm not gonna stop people from describing it how they want.
He's calling George Washington. That's what's hilarious about that name.
Melissa.
I think my favorite is them helping Washington cross the Delaware. My least favorite is
Lydia. Say, have you? Sorry,
the pirate one.
The pirates. Actually, yeah.
I met Chlamydia once. Never again.
Oh, Lydia. Say, have you met Lydia? Lydia, the tattoo lady. That because there's one that says they're describing the tattoos, and one of them is Washington crossing the Delaware. Alrighty, Eric.
Cowboy Herbie's my favorite. Pirate Herbie's my least.
Alrighty. Oh yeah, we need least favorites from Amy and Melissa. Sorry.
I guess I'll go with pirate one for least favorite.
All right.
Same as Amy.
Okie dokie.
Samesies.
Okay. Next is MK.
Yeah, I got favorite is the cowboy one, and the least favorite is no pants. Yeah, the sword one. Yeah.
And RDB.
I love me a good Western. That's my favorite. And the worst is him pulling George Washington across the Delaware.
Oh, Lydia, say, have you met Lydia? Lydia, the tattoo lady.
Anytime you say lady, I think of the Rob Williams thing, chlamydia. Joke.
She actually, I learned that from Robin Williams in a movie called The Fisher King. She has eyes that men adore, so and a torso even more so. Say, Lydia, oh Lydia, how have you met Lydia? Lydia, the queen of tattoos on the back is a
I want to
barrel
go
of
watch
water.
Popeye.
Yep. All right. My favorite is issue number 1, The Boat. And my least favorite is The Sword. Alrighty, going to the chat. Let's see. From all people who matter incessantly about sports ball, how did the football cover not win? Western from Cheeseburger and Comics. What is the least favorite? It's the favorite and the least favorite when we have multiples. But for now, I'll mark down the Western as your favorite. 9 best cowboy, worst is the pantsing. Alrighty. And then we have Joe saying best is cowboy, worst is sword. And then we've got Ice Tops, best is cowboy, worst is a sword. Next up, Cowboy from Dark Admiral. Of course, we okay, there you go. Okay, Tugbutt Herbie is the best and the sword is the worst. Alrighty. Let's see. And then Dark Admiral comes back again with Cowboy, best, samurai, least. And then we have Rhaegar with dueling guns are the best, and the pirates are the least. Pirates? Oh, okay, swords. And then let's see, Sword and Washington from Ethereal. Next up, we've got The Fisher King. It was a great movie. You mean cover 2? Yeah, issue number 1 is cover 2. Yep. Lydia the Tattoo Lady was from Groucho Marx movie back in the day, and then reprised. Awesome. All righty, let's ratio this. Let's see what we got here. We do have an obvious last, and it's where it needs to be with 1 positive and what looks like 7 negatives. Next up, we've got The Boat, which is 4 positives but 5 negatives. And then we have the Cowboy, which has 9 positive. Wait, how is it that many? But okay, anyway, the Cowboy wins that round. Let's go to the 10s.
Should have been a cowboy.
Alrighty. There we go. We got the 10s going on. And Amy and Melissa, if you guys want to... Oh, hold on just a sec. Actually, let me get the go for 10. All right, and I'll write that down here. And let's see what. Well, you know what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That's how. Okay. That's the easiest way to do this. What is your favorite and least favorite, Amy?
You know, it's funny, but I think I'd leave it like it is. The favorite's the 1, and least favorite, I guess, is the 7.
Okay, Melissa.
My favorite is the 4, and my least favorite is the 7.
Okay, favorite is 4, least is 7. All righty, Eric.
I think I'm going to agree with Amy again. No, 1st and 7.
That's a pretty epic Herbie. Like, what happened?
MK, what do you say?
When I was about to do descriptions, I forgot you do numbers now.
I'll describe it. I don't care. However you want to say it. How I'm going to write it down is the numbers. But if you want to give a good description, a funny description, it's up to you.
Well, I was going to say Super Herbie, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is my favorite.
All right.
And the snake, blowing the snake, or singing to the snake.
No, we're calling it blowing the snake. Yeah, that's the way we're putting it there. Okay, and that's the worst for you. All right, blowing the snake is not good, is what you're saying. All right, RDV.
How did I not put this together? The bird that he accosted in number 5 there. No wonder he's got scared and because he came back with a rocket this time.
He survived. That's what I'm saying.
So number 5 is my favorite.
Okay.
My least favorite is number 2.
Number 2. Number 2.
What's the walking on there?
Yeah.
My number 1 is number 1. That is such a cool cover. Great concept of a cover. Him popping out of the newspaper like that. The worst of them for me, however, is number 2. I just didn't like the composition and such. Didn't work for me. All right, going to the chat, and Joe starts us off with best is 7 and worst is 3. Alrighty. And that is the riding the drunk dragon and blowing the snake. Caveman courtship is the best. The sea monster is the least, says Dark Admiral. So 4 is the best. 7 is the least of him. And 3 and 1 from Ethereal. So you got blowing the snake is the best. And the worst is the one everybody else says and is the best. Best is number 5 from Ice Tops, and the worst is number 7. So Super Herbie is the best, and the worst is that dragon, riding the dragon. Derpy dragon. And Maranya says 10, best is K-Man Herbie, least is Monkey, which is issue 5. All right. So the best is number 4, and the worst is number 5 to Maranya.
How dare you.
And then we have Herbie with the rocket is the best, and the dirt dragon is the worst, says Rhaegar. So we got a 6 as the favorite, and the worst is the 7. And let's see, Cheeseburger says 1, but if you want to give us your worst as well, that works. But for now, I'll just put down the 1 for you. This is tough, says Michael. 3rd is the best, 5 worst, all good. That is true. We all know. So it's 3rd is the best, 5th is the worst. Wait, you're giving the okay. Blowing the snake is good for Michael Taylor, and the worst is Flying Herbie. All you guys are just anti-sea serpent. You know, you caught us. You found us out. As a matter of fact, all that racism from Zach was really just code for sea serpents. Burger to the okay, there we go. All righty, let's what do you call it? Ratio this thing. If there's any last minute votes, we'll add them to it. But for now, we need something with a say again.
People just hate what they don't understand.
I know. There is actually goodness, how should I measure this? There's one with a lot of negatives and only one positive. And then one with no positives, but only 2. You know what? I'm gonna go for the one that has most negatives, and that is the dragon, which had 6 negatives but 1 positive. The next one, number 6, though, is going to be issue number 2. It had 2 negatives, no positives. Alrighty, and then let's see what is next. Oh my gosh, these are actually well received here. We had one that canceled itself out, and with 2 positive, 2 negative, and that is blowing the snake. All right, and then we had 3 positive, 2 negative, leaving only 1, and that is 5. Number 5 is next. Alrighty, and then we had let's see, 1 with 1 and no negatives, and that is number 6, which is the one where he's riding the rocket. And then it comes down between the newspaper or the caveman, and the caveman had 3 positives, no negatives at all. But caveman or newspaper had 1 negative but 4 positives. So their after score is 3. But one of them had a negative in the, but the other one had more positives. So I'll tell you what, we're going to redo this thing. Amy?
Huh?
1 or 2?
1 or 2 what?
Which is your favorite?
Cover number 1 or cover number 2?
Well, I liked the cover number 1 to start with, so.
Alrighty. Melissa?
She voted for 2 to start with.
Do you want me to change my vote?
No,
I want you to, you should vote for what you want.
My favorite was number 2.
Okay. And Eric, 1 or 2?
1.
Alrighty. MK, 1 or 2?
1. The newspaper.
Alrighty. RDV, 1 or 2?
To screw over Maranya, I'm going with 1.
Okay. And that was the one I picked. So obviously I'm sticking with it. It's really not about the people who voted for it first. It's how many of you guys we could take over to our side. Don't you dare use channel prerogative. I'm not. I didn't. Cheeseburgers says 1, and so does Joe. Ice Top says 2. And best cover is still the Caveman. So Maranya says 2. The cat voted 1. I heard it. Dark Admiral says 1. And I like cover 2, but 1 edges out for me, says Michael Taylor. And Rhaegar says 1. And right now, guys, we're 10-3 at this point. Of course, people vote against me. They know I'm right and want to impress me. Oh my gosh! All right, there really, you go, gang. And the this is the way this is the way it happened, ladies and gentlemen. Number 12, we have Gorilla Love. At number At number 12, we had football. Number 11 is Gorilla Love. Number 10 is Herbie with Swords. Number 8 is Crossing the 11, 10, 12, 11, 10. 9 was Crossing the Delaware. 10 is Cowboy Herbie. 8 is Riding the Dragon. 7 is Radio Tower. 6 is Blowing the Snake. 5. God damn it, I can't count. 4 is Herbie Flying. 3 is Slim Pickens Fat Fury. And then 2 is Caveman Herbie. And number 1 is Breaking Out of the News. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. And there you go, kids. That's the way it happened. I don't know what you did to my setups here, boy, but I don't know. You took over. Now everything just looks weird.
I haven't done anything.
Okay.
Wow, that was good timing. I don't know what you did, but now everything looks weird. As
weird, and it's just my face. Yeah, I know, right? Today, Junior says it. I think the cat senses the bird. Actually, Gail has kind of adopted a cat, and he keeps hearing Pistachio and tries to run upstairs.
Remember the cat wants to go outside in the snow.
I typed this in my gloves of oppression on my computer oppression, in my hideout of oppression, wearing my boot of oppression, says Rhaegar. Yeah. That was fun. It's good to be back in the saddle.
I didn't care for that cave woman thing. That was very feminist. Very
absolutely. Horrible.
Cancel, it's woke.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Let's go to this. There we go.
Have a night. Have a good night, Joe. Stay safe.
Have a good night, Joe. Take care. And okay, kids, 25 people participated in the poll. 11% went to affinity covers. 15 went to the frame covers I couldn't explain. Fourth wall breaking covers were 28%, and 43 are the black and whites. We may actually go over 1 or 2 we haven't done in a long time. But there you go. This will be covers that are literally the only colors used are black and white.
I love it. You skewed it to the black and white covers.
There you go. All righty. But it's going to take it's going to take a few weeks or a few shows anyway, because we're entering tomorrow. We're going to do bracket fights. And then on Tuesday, we are entering the 9th season. So we've got 1936, because I am doing every season I'm doing a year. 70s Legion of Superheroes. We're returning to Detective Comics to do 13 through 26. Marvel Team Up, Metal Men, Sea Devils, Incredible Hulk, and the X-Men. And now let me add to it.
Next time you do a poll, what you do is you basically just like put up a number like over whatever RDD picks, MK, Eric, or the girls.
Oh, you know what? That is a good idea. Or
then it's basically it's like a roulette. Which one will you get, guys, next time?
Right.
You won't find out until we upload it.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we won't make the choice until the end of the show.
Actually, no. They won't know that. They have to wait till it pops up.
Oh, that okay. I like that idea.
Like,
I like that.
So
idea.
You're gambling. Who will give you the best covers?
So pretty much like 1 could be VENKMAN, 2 could be me, 3 the girls,
Right.
4
And after the show
Yeah.
is over, you tell me what it is, but we don't tell the audience until it's showtime. This is what he says.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's like a roulette. Yeah, you gamble.
Okay, so here's my plan. I want to make sure we're still staying in the golden age. So I'm going to start doing already started 1935 a couple of, before Christmas. 1936 is going to be coming up. I say it's going to be Tuesday, but I'm not going to promise that because I do need to gather. And also, because I used to do, I just picked 2 and put them in. But also, I'm going to be picking stuff to go back to. You know, let's revisit some. We've done 130 shows. We could literally do. We never have to repeat ourselves. Basically, there's so much to do here. But I think I'm going to start going back to the ones we've already done. So if we want to redo some GI Combat, or if we want to go back to Young Romance,
GI Joe.
Yeah, GI Joe we have not yet done yet.
Yep.
But yeah, that should be a lot of fun. Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. And like I said, we're back. Fun times. This happens 10:30 every Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. So we do it 4 times a week. All right. What do you have going on tomorrow?
Teen Titans Go.
Teen Titans Go.
Tomorrow night. Around 9 Eastern.
Okie dokie. And then at 10:30, we're doing this. Oh, bracket fights tomorrow. All righty. You kids have a great time.
I'll
and
bring
as
my
always,
bracket then, too. We're all going to fight.
thank you very much for watching. Have a good night.
Good night, kids.
Woo-hoo.